It's a little bit windy here. My hair is all over, but big hair, big dreams, you know what I'm saying? So let's get going. Beautiful day. Beautiful fall day still. Pretty warm actually for fall. But I'm heading towards the gorge again. I'm enjoying running in the sand every morning, and it's really building my legs up. I'm a little bit sore today, but that's how it goes. You know, some days we're sore, some days we feel good. Some days we feel grumpy, but we're still out here doing it, and the sunshine will definitely help you get in a better mood. So let's go. All right, day 3 here. We're got to cross this gorge here, so we made it to the gorge. We're just running a little bit trails. I got to go up and down that little ravine there, back to the other side, and then we'll hit that trail because that's that nice flat trail. Takes us all the way into the center, and we're going to keep going a little further. Today, no Buddy, sorry. I know everybody loves Buddy, and he loves you too, but his leg was hurting a little bit, so I'm just going to run by myself. So day 3 is sometimes can be a challenging day. You're getting through the week. Today is the 3rd of October. You'll probably see this on the 4th, as it'll be a update. And sometimes you're feeling sore by then. Sometimes you gotta like give a little bit extra effort to hydrate a little bit more. Make sure that you're fueling up properly in the nighttime, so that way your glycogen storage can build up and be ready for you to go out there and expend some energy in the morning. But it's nice to get up every morning. It's a good feeling to get up every morning and just commit to yourself. Like I said, that's the most important thing about this mental challenge, this fitness channel. Get outside for 30 minutes, get some movement, try and get your heart rate up a little bit. I'm not running the whole time while I'm hiking these couple 2-3 miles, whatever I do in the morning. I'm running spurts. I run hills, I run difficult parts. If I see, something that's like 100 yards or 100 meters, I'll try and make sure that I sprint all the way through that finish line. And it just gives me small mental wins throughout the whole morning. And also you're getting recharged by the sunlight. A beautiful mix of, you can see the sandias back there. We're gonna have the balloon fiesta coming up soon. So there'll be a lot of people coming in this weekend and next weekend. And these skies will be filled with balloons, so it'll be cool. And it's fun to be training because they're always out here in the morning as well. So I'll definitely be showing you that in the coming days. But just want you to stay committed, stay with us. You got this, you got it, you got it, you got it. And I'm telling myself the exact same thing. So, everything that I say to you applies to me. And I'm trying to show you by my commitment of coming out here on this trail. Yeah, we're not in Rome. We're not right in Thailand like I usually am. We're here in the Southwest Desert in a place called Albuquerque, New Mexico. And you got open air, open spaces, clean air, mountains. Just a little bit drier climate, so that's different for me getting used to. I love the ocean. But I will get back there soon. And for right now, I'm just committing to right now, today, to being conscious, to being present for myself, present so I can be in tune with the universe and the land that I'm running on, and to make this morning ritual a spiritual experience. Doing some deep breathing, consciously thinking about each step, the way I'm planting my foot. That's how you stay in the present moment. Sometimes when you get jogging, especially if you get jogging for a little while, you could forget that you're running and you can start getting in your head. And I get it, that's fine. For these long, people do these, 100-kilometer type of runs or 100-mile runs like they do in the ultra races. Those guys, sometimes you got to play tricks with your head. You got to play tricks with your mind a little bit. Trick it into stuff just to waste some time because you're on such a long journey. But for these morning rituals that are, a half hour at minimum, hopefully you can get up to 45 minutes or even an hour like we did yesterday. It's really good to charge the body, and you're fueling the body by these photons that you're getting in through your skin and into your cells. And you need that light because you're made of light. So we're gonna get going here. Just wanted to pause, a little break, check in. You're doing good, let's keep going. I just got to run up here and onto the other side, and we're on the trail. Woo. All right. All right, now we're on the other side of the gorge. We're ready for the run. All right, got my hair up, feels a lot cooler after that a little bit of quarter-mile run there. Just taking a little break here. Another thing to think about, every time I see the mountains, I forget that Albuquerque is one of these mile-high cities. So I know Denver has the name Mile High City, but actually Albuquerque sits at a mile up. And I'm always reminded that it's a little more challenging here than it was back in California to run or jog, because, you know, we're at a higher elevation, we've got a little bit less oxygen. So it's great for training if you can get in those higher elevations, or when you go to the foothills or the mountains and just hike around. You don't have to run or jog, you can just hike around, and it makes such a difference. You know, you used to see boxers doing that. Oscar De La Hoya back in the day, he would go and train in Big Bear all the time, I remember. And that's right about, you know, 10,000 feet base. So that really builds up the lungs, and I'm feeling the difference out here in the Southwest, and it feels good. It feels good to be able to perform at elevation, and it's good to test yourself, train yourself. Just like back when I was in Nepal, everything was way above this elevation, and you know, you forget about that when you're walking around. So just a little tip, if you can, train in elevation. It's good for you. I also like when you can, like when I used to live in Southern California, I lived near Laguna Canyon, and it was real, sand was, you know, deep and thick, especially down here in the wash where actually water naturally comes just from the rains. And this is pretty typical for the Southwest out here, but it's really good for your balance, your core muscles. It's excellent for you just for the instability of it, so you're always being conscious of where your foot is. You're in the here and now. You know, like Ram Dass says, be here now. And that's what you do when you run or hike and you're in an area like this, because you're also on alert for snakes or random animals or something. And that's a good thing. That's a good thing to keep you sharp, keep your brain active. You're all in this prefrontal, you know, cortex here, activities going, and you're future gazing at every step, the next step, the next step, the next step. And with every step, you end up building your temple, which is you. You are the temple. You know, it's probably hard to see right here, but behind me you got all these trails going up, and it's a pretty steep and sandy embankment there. And you know, being a former motocross racer and growing up since I was like 5 years old riding dirt bikes, it just always, when I see stuff like this, it's like, I wish I had a dirt bike right now. I'd go climb that. Reminds me of stuff I climbed when I was a kid on my little 80, my YZ80 at that time. So, but just good memories. That's one thing about Albuquerque. There is a lot more open space and riding. When I grew up in California, it used to be like that, and now where we rode, it's all houses like in Victorville and everywhere else. So you know, you got to drive really far to go dirt bike riding. You got to have crazy green tags. Not to get off on a tangent here, but when I see hills like that, that young spirit comes back and wants to get on that brap brap. We're gonna keep on. I'm just heading down the wash here. Seems like a crazy amount of water would just be surging over me if there was a 100-year storm or a flash flood. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I have that little thought. But Sorry, just heard some noises. You got to be aware here. It keeps you aware of your elements, you know. And it's getting hot, so I'm gonna get running, and then I got the whole way that I came to go back. All right, I made it back to our original point of the start of our old, and it's like, you know, here's where usually we enter the cutoff, just to do a little extra roundabout for the dude. It's easy way. Run on the soft sand. I think I'll choose this way. We'll see where it leads. Sometimes taking the road that you think might be a little bit more challenging can be more rewarding because of the lessons, if you're willing to receive the lessons, of course. But you will get that opportunity, that's for sure, because the universe is always presenting you with signs and opportunities, including maybe to leave the situation that you're in if it's not serving your highest good or your highest self. So it's good to think about those things. Hear the dogs barking. Such a lovely day today. I'm so glad I came out. Sorry about the dog barking, but that's just how it is on the outskirts of a neighborhood. Get a little cloud coverage every once in a while, feels good, cools you off. All right, I'm gonna put this away, and the last half mile or so, I'm gonna jog this. Last push up this hill. Remember, when your heart gets up, start slowing down your inhales and your exhale. It's okay to take a break if you need to. Just inhale deep and really slow down your exhale. The longer you can exhale, the better. Even now I'm out of breath, so I'm like, but it's good. It's good to push the body. Every day, a little bit more, a little bit different. Sometimes just getting out of bed is enough. You already won. You're alive. You're here today. You got a lot to live for. And you're part of this beautiful universe. So let's embrace it. Make sure that you guys subscribe. I'm gonna catch my breath. Everything helps as this is a new channel. And we're starting to kick off with this 30-day challenge. So join us every day. Leave your comments below. And let's do this, because you got this. And we're here every step of the way. Namaste. Woo! What a good workout, solid. One thing I just want to give you a little bit extra here. Make sure that you thank yourself. Make sure you thank yourself for showing up. Make sure that you speak to yourself in a good voice. There's a lot of negativity out in the world. You don't want to be part of that voice. So you can control your destiny by manifesting through your mental thoughts, healthy thoughts for yourself, love for yourself. Remember, discipline equals self-love. Showing up every day, that's showing high value of self-love. Show up for yourself.